All right. Welcome. Okay, I guess that's me. That's Raven. I guess he's joining us. Anyway, this is game 5 between Giant Killer General's team and Ratking's team. And we also, we have Stormiron in here, but he's not gonna, because he doesn't have too much to say. But say hello, Stormiron.
Yeah, well, hello. I'm still a champion. I won.
Yeah, I'm just noticing what Gecko's saying about Bray ninjas and archers.
About what?
He asked if Bray were better than archers. Probably the same thing Ducky was wondering too. Sorry.
You'll notice for Team Ratking that we definitely don't take any archers here. We're already forewarned.
There's like only one trade, pretty much.
Still didn't max out the Bray ninjas there, though. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that's kind of not that bright.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's what, maximum 12 Bray ninjas, and it looks like you only got 8 Bray ninjas. So
yeah, and the reason locks are not a good idea on this too is there's dwarf heroes on the map which will block lock shots all day, of course. So
yeah, because they don't dud at all, if I recall. All right.
Plus, even without the dwarfs, you can use melee. Maul's great blocking locks. I mean, those locks are just usually not very good.
And then of course the Bray ninjas are pretty good. They're pretty quick. They're pretty fast.
Well, actually, they're not that. They don't move that fast. They're quite a bit slower than regular Bray Nors. So.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised on here when I was trying to rush somebody. How much damage the Bray ninjas did to melee. Yeah,
it stacks up. Because they throw a lot faster than the they're kind of a modified unit. The Bray Unor ninjas. Somebody watching this is probably like, "What's the difference? It's the same." But they're actually modified Bray Unor, so they throw further and they throw faster. I think, but one thing I didn't know is that their movement is slower, as Giant Killer General just pointed out.
Yeah, I don't know if they attack any quicker. Maybe Eastern's probably a better expert on the Bray Nor ninjas than I am. I had him and Kruniak do the Bray Nor for us in the MWC finals, and they're both monsters with the Bray Nor with all their WW2 experience.
Yeah, I think GKG's right. They're a bit slower.
Alliance broken.
But I don't think they attack any faster. It's just they throw like a billion times faster though.
It seems to me they actually do more damage as well.
Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I would have to actually look at the tags in Fear to see that. Because I just don't have enough experience with the Bray Nor ninjas to say. I can't weigh in as an authority.
And the range is like, they can hit.
Ridiculous.
They can hit. Yeah, it's a bit less than an arc, but like, not by that much though.
And this is actually a game of captures with these balls just lying around. And this is one of the only. I think I've only casted like one other ball game in the entirety of the time I've been casting.
And MWC, I think it was Terry's. Pretty sure. Oh, there's Falcon dropping.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that about every other game for me on my team.
No, it's true. Yeah. I noticed. I noticed even that's Raven providing comic relief. I noticed that even earlier in the tournament that he would drop pretty reliably.
It's that Pakistani connection, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
All right, so in the middle we got what is this, Kruniak and Gecko kind of leading that middle force. We got a couple of dwarves here, Genghis, Homer, kind of in the north. And they're coming up against Donsky. And is anybody with Donsky? No, it's just Donsky, huh? I guess Flatline's
No,
kind of
mid-zombie.
going around.
Mid
Yeah.
zombies with
That's Bagrata, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that how you pronounce that? Bagrata? I always pronounce it
I don't
Bagrata.
Sure.
Wait, how do you say his name, Alan?
I say Bagrata, but
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure it's Bagrata. Yeah.
I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, ever since 1997 or whatever. All right, so here's Kremisi kind of on this ball here. Then again, you know, we got in the West. Drunken is basically up against Zachnifine, and then we got LN, who, you know, that's kind of our mystery player, right? And you know, with Drunken is Thierry.
Yeah, so you'll see in the Southwest, we're trying to kind of trying to set up a pinch there. And you'll see Terry, he sees it coming, so he tries to start backing out.
Dude, also, why there's so much shit at their home. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was gonna point that out as well.
I think
so much there.
I want to say that he's just kind of amassing the balls and he wants to like sit on it. But if you look at F7, I mean, if you pull up the percentages, GKG's team is actually in the lead, so he shouldn't actually be resting on his laurels. He should be attempting to get some more balls. And looks like I mean, somebody's dwarf just got taken out. I guess that was Donsky's. He gets a shot off on Genghis, though.
No, that was my dwarf. I hate
Oh,
to
was
say
that
it.
yours?
If you look at like the Southwest, GKG's trying to pinch with
Yeah,
Puss,
so you see
but-
I'm behind Thierry right now, and I'm trying to set up a pinch there. That's always a bad position to be in with you know, the opponent's kind of enemy in front of you and behind you, and also it's you know, it's like a 3 versus 2 matchup, maybe even a 4 versus 2 matchup down there. It's also very important. So
GKG's got like Puss coming in and melee on one side.
Oh yeah, that pinch looks to be in full swing here in the South. And so would you say that this was kind of like the deciding area, Giant Killer General?
Well, I mean, something was gonna happen just with those trades. Something was gonna happen like this. If it wasn't this, it would have been something else. Just we have an advantage with I can extend, you know, forces with better pushing power than they can. So
Yeah, that Southwest really just cleaned ours up just then.
Yeah, so that's gonna be almost a 20 percentage point lead there.
There's some shit in mid too. Kruniak looks like he's being rushed right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me rushing, and I was yelling at Cream to rush with me for ages,
Yeah.
and he just wouldn't rush.
He's gonna lose all those Bray probably now because they're just too slow.
Yeah, you probably should have sent 1 or 2 Zerks at the Bray while you were meleeing there.
Oh yeah, looks like
He
Zach
delayed
is-
you long enough to
Yeah.
get out of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets reinforced.
That was ridiculous. Did I don't know. Did I see that right? When
What do you mean?
Kruniak lost his Heron hero, did it heal one of those berserks when it died?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. So I'm seeing things. All right.
Oh, now we got way more reinforcements. They could rush that now. But Zach's dwarf is south, so
Yeah, Ratking's still sitting quite a number of mauls on those balls when
Yeah,
they could be elsewhere.
I mean, yeah, I think okay. It looks like I stuck a maul or 2 on as defense, and that's about it. I mean, you're
You don't
not
need
gonna
that
get
much,
balled
do you,
out
though? Yeah.
without seeing it coming. So
oh,
Well, you never know.
Look, northeast. I think there's some. Northeast. There's some stuff that's happening right now.
yeah, so right now they're trying to pinch our northeast. Was that Thierry and Flat are going up there?
Wait,
Yeah, I think GK is about to get rushed pretty soon. He looks like
yeah,
he's
Genghis,
locally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to let them know because you can tell this is really important too. I mean, you can tell that those guys are fighting, and they're not going to be aware of, you know, that they're about to get rushed. So
Yeah.
That's why I try and scream in capital letters so that people can kind of see what's going on.
It looks like it's too late right now for GK.
You just
itself.
that was pretty funny.
It honestly didn't really matter because you guys raped pretty much everywhere else. So
Right. Yeah.
Where's okay. Where's Zach Nafine while this is happening?
He's a little bit behind me. He's coming to the northeast.
He's
a little
there
bit behind
now,
me.
Oh, there he is. Because he told me the other day, he's like, yeah, I came to the rescue or something like that, and I didn't even, you know, I was busy in the south. So
he saved Kruniak when we were talking
In the-
about Kruniak's spray
in the
and
mid,
getting
yeah.
rushed. Yeah.
it was pretty good. I mean, otherwise Kruniak would have lost like 6 Bray. So
Yep.
And here
To
are
have
those
this-
Bray attempting to take out Donsky's
They need to have these
Oh.
on more maps. Seriously, so awesome.
the Bray ninjas.
Yeah.
I think Bray are underutilized. I like them, but I think the problem is they're really tough to use. They're not really easy to use and to use effectively. But Bray ninjas, I think,
Yeah,
have
for sure.
potential.
If they were worth like 2 points, regular Brainor, then you might see them getting used more often.
What are they worth? Like 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we have Donsky's, basically Donsky and Bagrada. Bagrada.
Yeah.
I say Bagrada. I don't know.
It's hilarious.
I remember in the game at this point, I could sort of see that we were losing all the balls, and it was going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's 10-3 at this point.
Might be a problem, Flat.
But still, that 20% lead is still kind of there. It hasn't moved all that much. So I would, it's at this point that I would kind of say that, yeah, 56 to 34%. It's not looking too good for Team Ratking. I just don't know what they'd be able to do, as most of their units are these mauls.
Yeah. Damn, LN doing work.
Well, I gotta do something. I am in the game.
There's a big something happening southeast at the moment.
Yeah, I was just watching that right now.
Yeah,
There
that
it
was.
is.
I think that was Ratking's mauls getting his defensive mauls getting cleaned up.
Kruniak
Yeah.
is raped in this game.
And yeah, that's it's gonna be basically a Team GKG tagging all the balls for the win before Team Ratking is eliminated. So yeah, that game is gonna go to Team GKG. At this point, I think it's what is it? It's 3 games to 2.
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's
at
pretty
this
even.
Point, yeah, at this point it's 3 games to 2, which basically means if Team GKG wins another game, they've won the finals. So I remember it was pretty
Yeah, pretty
difficult
intense.
being in that spot. If you basically had to win the next game or you're out.
Yep, that's that agrees with what I remember as well. I remember thinking, wow, this could be pretty intense. We'll have to see. And game 6, of course, is going to be the game after this, and we'll have to see what happens there. But what are your thoughts on this game that we just saw? I guess this is an open question to whoever wants to answer it.
I think.
Look, I'll
Go
let
ahead.
you go first.
What was the last thing the chat said there?
Say that
What-
again.
What was the last thing the chat said?
The last thing the chat said. This game is over anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, because Ratking's saying tag something, and then that
It
was
didn't,
drunken.
it didn't matter anyways, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess at that point it didn't matter because What are you gonna do if you only have one ball left? You know, and the other team has 12, and you only have X amount of units. So
the Bray, I think, were pretty big because if you look at Kruniak and Gecko, they got like the 2 highest damages, pretty much just with those Bray, and Ratking's team didn't max Bray, so I think that was a pretty big difference right there too.
I'm gonna jump in. I think someone two-sided a couple of Bruners for Ratking's team to the south west. I think it was Mouse. I think it turned pretty ugly after that, and that was right before the pinch.
Who was Mouse Queen, by the way? Is it anyone?
That's Drunken.
Oh, okay.
Drunken Irishman.
Oh shit! GKG's favorite player.
Hey, I got whatever. I stay out of it.
Yeah,
I let him on the team, even though I didn't pick him, and then he just Kruniak has him so butthurt.
It's pretty bad.
I can't do anything with that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just can't let it go.
They have some serious enmity between them.
Not really. I mean, Kruniak's just laughing his ass off at Drunken. He doesn't give a shit about Drunken. Drunken is just so sensitive about that stuff, though.
I don't even know how that even started. You know what? Was that from Myth World Cup? Is that what that's from?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was there.
I don't know.
Myth World Cup, yeah, but
like the whole deer Southern parking thing. That's what I was.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think it's probably more just a ego conflict or something going on there.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Look, I thought this game was it's not a bad map. We got squashed pretty bad in the southwest. Got pinched from like every direction, and it was probably pretty hard to come back there. Seems like a bit of a rushy map at times, but
I think so. Yeah, it's easy to get pinched because like there's so many like passageways, so you can get like isolated.
Yeah, we did see that.
Yeah, it is, and the only time I ever really got a chance to rush somebody was Kroon in the middle, and halfway through that, Zach reinforced him, and I had to back out. So
I just wonder, why don't people use archers? They do got longer range, and it's a pretty flat map, so it shouldn't be useful against.
It's just that they're too slow, and if you watch the finals, like the game between SP versus what's it called, the other team?
Grim's my team? Is that it?
Yeah, my team. Yeah, I forgot. I blamed. The mid was pretty much archers versus Bray, and the Bray raped. Because you can dodge a lot faster with the Bray. It wasn't even close.
You know what I think? I think the fact that there are two types of ranged units, you have the Bray Ninjas and the Archers, means that you're going to have like a disproportionate amount of the unit trading points going into artillery. You're not going to have, the unit trading points you need for, a proper melee and stuff like that to defend in case of a rush or something like that, which kind of makes it, you can have one or the other, but having both, it makes it a little bit more difficult to pull off like a win. Just leaves you too vulnerable.
Yeah, but I could see like sacrificing a couple of Zergs for it. I don't think it looked like it would be room for it at least.
Well, there could be.
The other problem is that there's so many fast melee units on here that if you've got
archers,
you can just chase the archers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. They're pretty much the slowest. Look at me, the slowest unit on the map, pretty much.
The other problem with them is the reason it's one of the last units I ever try and get on any map or trade. They're just so easy to dodge. It takes a while for them to do the damage to make up the 3 points it costs to get them. And the only way you can it's going to take probably 4 or 5 minutes of you firing arrows before you're going to really start to do some damage with them. And before you can get those kind of 4 or 5 minutes to kind of get enough volleys off with them to kind of earn their weight, you need a lot of melee or something else that can really fend off rushes or whatnot. And if the other team can push you better than push you better than you can push back, then they're just gonna run you over.
Yeah, but in a map such as this, if you plan on getting as many of these balls as possible in the start and get an advantage, that way you could defend certain small points where they have to.
Yeah,
they can't rush around.
Try imagining dwarf heroes against archers. With the dwarf
Especially
heroes have heals too.
In the
They have heals
passageways,
too. Oh yeah, in the passageways, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Sure.
they're not now. I would say on this you might be able to get like 1 or 2 archers, and just for those flame arrows that are on the ground there, that
Yeah.
might be okay. But just for the flame arrows, other than that, not really.
Yeah, but it's not really just the archers against the others. You have the dwarves as well, so you can combine them both. You have the extra range versus the dwarves.
You know, I just want to weigh in and say, you know, it's quite possible that you can get that to work. I don't think any of us are saying that it's a bad idea on principle. I just think it hasn't really been pulled off yet. It remains to be seen whether or not it's a worthwhile.
Pretty much if I think there was 2 good teams playing, one team got Max Bray and the other team got Archers as well, I think the Bray team would win. All other things being equal, yeah.
Every point you put in, or every archer you gotta think that's basically a melee, pretty good melee unit, a Zerk or a Maul that you're gonna be missing out on. And with that melee, I can just, if you got a lot of archers, I could just shift all my melee to one side of the map, go through those passageways, surround you, and then I'm just gonna throw my melee at you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Yeah, who knows about a few archers, but if you got a lot, that would be a disadvantage, though.
And the archers, if you got a lot of archers spread around on this, I shift all my melee to one side of the map. Your archers are going to be on the other side of the map, with their other forces trying to run to catch up, and then it's just going to be too late. They're out of the fight.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm just saying it could be useful.
So Sormiron is not convinced.
I won't try and convince him anymore.
Okay.
No, I'm not entirely convinced, but still.
Okay, so I'm actually looking at the individual players. It looks like I'm just gonna say it, Bagrada. Okay, looks like he actually managed to get damage for his team, and I don't know if you guys are surprised by that or what. I don't know too much about that player, so I
guess he's okay with dwarfs. So I think he had a dwarf, must have been all right. So.
Yeah, look, it seems that way. And I just want everyone to know that I actually enjoyed playing this. I actually enjoyed this.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Ellen's ratios right now. They're pretty good.
How the fuck did that happen?
I have no idea, but...
It's because he got a mouse now, that's why. No touchpad.
Yeah.
That could have helped.
GKG got so mad when Ellen just said, "I've been using a trackpad for all this time."
Dude, oh my god, dude, I was blown away.
That was pretty funny.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for Game 5 here. Thanks again for joining me, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video, and join us again for Game 6 coming up soon.
Aye.
Dude, Game 6 was. I'm just gonna say this was such a clusterfuck. I don't even know